Day, goodbye. Yes. Oh, it's that time of the year. I am right on time. It's that time of the day. Yeah. Why is this not charged up? Come on in. Come on in. Yes, there we go. So up. Put that down. Hit that. So I'll be live over on Insta. Are we live? Yes, we're live there. We're live here. We're just live everywhere. Oh, greetings, salutations. Welcome to Conversations with TNathan. And of course, I would have to be your host, TNathan, since I don't have a stand-in yet. I think I'm gonna get a clone. Bella, can we let Bella host sometimes? Greetings, salutations. Come on in. Greetings, everyone. Is today movie night? No, I'm not gonna get to a movie. I should. I should. But I'm not gonna get one because I probably have a lot to talk about, and it's been a long week. But I will give you a movie tomorrow. I will. I will. I just have so much. There's so much news that I have to follow, and so much I'm going through to make sure I distill it and bring it to you all in the most informed fashion as possible. And plus, there's no movies. There's no new movies out, really. There's no new movies out. It's 10 o'clock. Exactly. It is 10 o'clock. No matter what your clock say, it is officially 10 o'clock Central Standard Time when you hear my voice on Conversations with T. Nathan. If you haven't heard my voice, it is not 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. Ads. Greetings. Greetings, Instagram, greetings, Twitch, greetings, YouTube, greetings, TikTok, and greetings on X. Yes, how y'all doing today? Today, wow, the last day of January, right? 11 days. It's been 11 days since I looked at my messages. It's been 11 days. So, yeah, it looks like it has been 11 days since I looked at my messages. I'm just going to clear them out. It has been a while. How are you all doing? Greetings, Rain. Greeting, Cam. I see you, Robert. I see you all, everybody on TikTok. Greetings. Everybody in GCPO land. Greetings. I see my chief of security over there on Twitch. Greetings. And I see some people over on, I don't know you all's name on YouTube, on Instagram. I'm trying to maintain this Instagram live too. So, like I said, it's been a long 11 days, hasn't it? Yeah. Today we also had another airplane um crash accident. I don't know. We had another plane go down in Northeast Philadelphia, a medevac plane, and I have no confirmation on the number of casualties associated with it, but if there were 6 people on the plane like they're saying there are at least at a minimum 6 people, 6 people dead, and one of those was a child. It was a medevac plane. So 6 people plus a child is dead. The fireball that went up when it slammed into a densely populated area in Northeast Philly could be seen for miles. Um, it was in the middle of the traffic. There are burnt out cars that I see, but I'm not assuming that there were people in the cars in the middle of the street. I'm not assuming that because I don't know. But there are burnt out cars in the street. Yeah, that's what I said. I say I don't have a confirmed total fatalities. I know about the 6 people on the plane if they were all on there, but I don't have a confirmed fatality because they haven't gotten one yet. And I don't like, and I know other people deal in, those things. I don't deal in anything that I can't prove or document. So I don't have a confirmed number of fatalities at this time. And I understand because they say they have to notify next of kin. CBS said they were flying to Mexico, but somewhere else said they were not flying to Mexico. Yeah, they weren't flying to Mexico. They were heading to Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Springfield, um, Branson Airport in Missouri. It was like I say, it was a medevac, and it's like I know people, and that's what I say. Even when you do give people facts, it's like the people that the people that don't know the facts get the most attention. I already saw a video of a young lady saying that this was a national Mexican nationalist flight, and because of this, they didn't know how to properly fly in America. This plane was part of medical medevac, and the medevac had registration in both Mexico and the United States because they flew between the two. But this is just another opportunity for people with no evidence to the contrary to blame people that don't look white for everything that is wrong. Um, and that's what it is. And I'm gonna tell you part of the problem. Also, is that I'm watching people talk about the narrative that Donald Trump is setting in accordance with disasters. I don't know if y'all if y'all were here when I talked about the shock doctrine, and I showed the video of the book of the author and the history of shock doctrine. But every event, we're going to watch Donald Trump turning into a narrative that has nothing to do with the event, but has everything to do with his base and their belief system already. And that's why I was telling somebody, somebody was arguing about, I'm watching these people have these damn stupid ass conversations. And I'm not watching, I get drawn into them because somebody, it'll come across and I'll be trying to support people who support me, and I'll go to a live and I'll be like, yeah, I should not have come to this live. But people across social media having conversations, arguing what DEI is and what it isn't. And I'm listening at the people that are trying to argue what it is, and they don't have a grasp of it. And they're arguing with people who don't know what it is. And no one, and I'm listening, I'm like, so just say you don't know what DEI is, because arguing with somebody who doesn't care what it is, they just using it as an excuse to say nigga or reference black and brown people. Um, and I think in your need for pseudo intellectual approval that you think it's about the true definition of DEI. It's not. So you all are wasting your time on that nature. But I don't feel like the people who need to be challenging Donald Trump and his surrogates over this know how to talk to them. They're always trying to be so respectful in the face of disrespect. In the face of this, I watch people have they're trying to maintain a level of decorum that is not being extended in any way, shape, or form from maggots or Donald Trump, chief maggot. They're not. They're trying to say, "Well, just they get talked over, they get belittled and everything. And they're sitting there like it's some kind of nobility that they're going to sit there and take it and then try to make a timid point. Well, no, they know and don't care. And just even the way that I'm watching our so-called weak ass representatives respond to the face of basically every black and brown person and woman that's in a position only are in that position because of immutable facts about themselves that they can't change. I, I watched I watched a Harvard educated track star be told that she only has the position she has going all the way back to she was only admitted to Harvard because of the color of her skin. And the narrative we're sitting today is rooted in every accomplishment that black and brown people make is being undermined because you want to talk about they don't deserve it. That's what this conversation is about. And you all are trying to prove, well, they got white women working in DEI, and all that's bullshit. All of that is bullshit. You all are just talking amongst yourselves trying to prove who doesn't know the most about DEI. The argument is not with us. The argument is not about what we think DEI is. The argument is what it's being used as. And we can't figure that out. And it doesn't matter because you all continue to try to have conversations of a nature with MAGA supporters or the people who voted and supported Donald Trump. I end every conversation with the MAGA supporters calling them a weak ass bitch. Well, we need to learn how to talk about these things to each other. And then they voted this way because they got tired of being called racist. You notice they said they got tired of being called racist. They didn't get tired of being racist. They got tired of being called racist. They got tired of being called bigots. But it's easy not to be called a bigot. It's easy not to be called a racist. Stop doing bigoted and racist shit. But no, it's about the delivery. And I just watched this man say they voted for that. I thought y'all voted for egg prices. I'm sorry I'm late. Forgot today was Saturday. Today is not Saturday. It better not be Saturday. Am I on the radio on a Saturday? Today's not Saturday. Did I show up at work on Saturday? Today is still Friday, Jay. It's the last day of the month. Had me thinking I showed up to work on Saturday. Yeah. What kind of yeah, I would show up to work on Saturday on the radio. But anyway, yeah, it's still Friday. I got another 2 hours of Friday left. I'm not trying to tone police, just don't want you to get fined. Did I say something that was that when your tone is like this normally, Cam, you forget that you're supposed to be and you're supposed to be a little more get a paycheck from the radio station for this very reason. It takes all of my that's why I have to be in so much trouble. But I can't. It's like I can't think about it before the fact. I usually think about it when I sign off and I get a text in the morning for how many times I cussed before 11 o'clock. Yeah. I usually do. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Um, Today's Saturday. No, today is not Saturday. I know. It seems like today should be Saturday, January the 31st, 2020 nine, but it's not. It is not. It is still January Friday, 2025. Um but yeah, that's what I noticed. I noticed that in the face of us basically finding another way to say the N word to black people, that we are still trying to rationalize in the face of this. We still believe that we can have rational conversations with people who don't think we deserve to be in the same room as them. And some of them couldn't rationalize their way out of a wet paper bag, even if I started to put a hole in it for them. So you all continue to do that. It's working well. Yay! It's just changing the minds of millions of MAGA supporters. Yeah, because you all think they don't know what they even now. Even now, I'm watching people ask MAGA supporters, do you understand what you're getting? Yes, they understand what they're getting. That's why his approval rating is at 50%. His approval rating is at 50%. Even after he walked onto a stage and blamed black and brown people and women for a horrendous midair collision that everybody involved in piloting was not black. With no proof whatsoever. He said, can we get a moment of silence for those who have lost their lives? And I swear the echo had not even reached the projections had not even reached the back of the room for the echo to return before he was blaming black and brown people for this tragedy. Had not. Then looked over the fact that you basically fired everybody in safety in the aviation safety and transportation environment. Forget that. Forget that you told air traffic controllers that they have to make up their mind by today, as a matter of fact, if they were going to um, quit or be fired by September. Yeah, this is in the face of all that. I thought so. Just wanted to double check. What I missed. We're blaming. I don't know what I'm blaming. But at the end of the day, you all are playing footsies with people who, the same people who, no matter what they show you in lip service, they are still supporting everything that this man does. So you all are the one, like I told you all the other night, when you call your enemy stupid and your enemy is beating you, what does that make you? What does that make you? I just want somebody who continue to call this administration stupid and Stephen Miller stupid and all these. I think you all don't know the definition of words, or you are just hoping. Because at the end of the day, if they are stupid and they're beating you, what are they? Now don't get me wrong, MAGA supporters are stupid, but that doesn't mean that everybody in the administration that has access to the levers of power are stupid. Their supporters are willing to let them pull the wool over their eyes so they can be biggest. Cam, even you're not listening to me. Even you are not listening to me. Their supporters don't care. They don't have no wool over their eyes. Their supporters are, you all are thinking that. You are making that argument. No, no Trump supporter has ever told me that they have the wool pulled over their eyes. And the ones, and let me tell you something about the ones that you all think have switched sides or coming out and saying, I didn't know it would be this way. They knew it before they went in there and pulled that lever to vote for Donald Trump, that everything he said could have been true. And they chose to do it anyway. But now it's like trying to have your cake and eat it while you're still getting another piece. Because I don't know, I never knew what trying to eat your have your cake and eat it too meant. Because if you got to have cake before you eat cake, and once you get cake, you're eating it. So I don't know what that means. But at the end of the day, they tell you this now because they want to be friends. They still gonna get everything they voted for. Everything they voted for, they're getting. Now they just want to be friends with you and make it seem like, well, I didn't know any better. You didn't? You didn't know any better? Oh, but now you want to be like, well, I didn't know. I don't care. I'm gonna treat you like you knew because at the end of the day, there is no difference. There is no wool over the man. They don't. They don't. They just want you to not. They just want you to not be violent with them. Like I said, if you all keep saying they stupid and they're winning, I don't know what you all are because the wool is pulled over you all's eyes and you're pulling it over when it comes to the way you all navigate dealing with them. And everybody who's been in a panel with a MAGA supporter, listening to a MAGA supporter try to explain and justify their bigotry and racism, you all are stupid. You all are stupid. To every host that tells you that, okay, we got to give everybody a chance to state their opinions. Let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you something. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. And you all some weak ass bullshit feeders for tolerating it. See, I know. You're going to get mad at my delivery and be like, "Oh, he might be on to something, but does he have to talk to me that way?" Yes, 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 I do. I do because you're being stupid. Yes, and your stupidity is going to get people like black and brown people and trans people and women I care about killed. Yes. So yes, I have to be. I'm talking to you all like you act, and if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. Yes, it's not the place for you, but you know what's going to happen? You're going to be out here proving me right. You're going to be here proving me. Like I said, if I hear DEI used in a certain way, I'm trying to give them CTE, CTE. Because if I asked you what DEI mean after you done made a negative statement that can only be interpreted as racist or bigoted and you don't know, I'm trying to give you CTE. I like that. I'm not trying. I'm trying to give you multiple concussions. Yeah, you might feel the need to vomit on other people, but in person, I'm gonna give you the motivation to keep your mouth shut around me. And don't tell me about consequences, and don't tell me about, well, but your teeth will still be beaten in. You will be showing up in my trial in need of teeth. Yeah, yes, what you're gonna be showing up. And if you're lucky, that's all you'll be showing up in need of. You might can't testify because you'll be breathing through a tube. I don't know. I don't know. Show you how stupid I can get. I'm just in Laura Loomer Live on X, and they were talking about the Democrats calling for protests. Let me tell you something. Um, I believe it when I see it. And it's not even the protest they're going. Listen, Petra, look up and see when does this present CR ends. Continual resolution that was signed in December to extend the government shutdown. And I know it's up in March. I want to say March the 15th. I want to say, but you know I don't like to say things unless I'm sure. So I want to say this CR expires between March the 15th and March the 18th, right? It'd be the perfect opportunity for the Democrats to say, you know what, we're not on board. We're not on board. If this is the what we can expect for the next 4 years, you explain to the people of America why the government is shut down. We're not on board. If we don't get concessions that actually move the needle, then what? You have already fired. You're going to be an already fired multiple people in multiple departments to put your loyalists in. Let's see how they like not getting a check. March 14th. Thank you. Not tonight, Olivia. Not right now. Not right now. I don't need talking down. I don't need laughs right now. I need people to understand succinctly what I'm talking about. I need people to understand succinctly what I'm talking about. Because at the end of the day, I just don't feel like you all are listening. I, I don't. I don't feel like you all are listening. And I don't think you care enough uh, about it. Listen, my chief of security sent me a video where this young lady was talking about their teachers talk about they're going to hide their students or they're going to be in violation of federal law when it comes to um, ICE coming in and getting immigrants in your community. And I'm listening to this, and all I hear is, you stupid too. You thought, you think that Harriet Tubman was obeying the law when she was escorting and getting people out of slavery in the South? That was illegal. Do you think the Underground Railroad was legal? Do you I'm listening to this. Do you think the protests that we did during the civil rights movements were legal? That's why they turned hoses and dogs on us. I said, that is not, and I got it, and I just didn't get it in time to make a video response to it because my chief of security always send me videos that actually require or have my attention on an issue that he knows I care about. And so I'm looking at this, and I was like, this is the what ICE agents are going to be the same people who showed up at Nuremberg. You all know what the Nuremberg trials were, and their defense is going to be was just following orders. That's the same. You when I tell you when you don't study history, you have no clue what I'm talking about. The Nuremberg trials were the trials that took place after the liberation of people of the Jews and the end of World War II. And they took part in Nuremberg, hence the name, Nuremberg trial. She was happy that kids were going to be victims. Right. Speaking of ICE, they came to my job site today. My daughter's school kept sending emails reassuring families their school is safe. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I would give you dollars to donuts that if my children were in the same elementary school in Mississippi they were in when they were younger, and I used to just walk on the campus and the principal would come running, the last thing they're gonna be talking about, they says, you want to deal with ICE or Mr. Fairley? I'm gonna tell you, it comes down to that. It comes down to that. They're going to seriously have to sit there and think. And I'm gonna tell you something. And people are like, "Oh, what you gonna do to ICE? They got this and they got this." I guess the first five will find out. The first five will find out who wants to be that first five. You probably get after that, but who wants to be that first five that finds out that a teacher or somebody was dead serious about what they said? They dead serious. Who wants to be the first five? Because Harriet had six in the revolver. The first six were gonna get it. Now, which one of y'all want to be the first six? Cowards do not want to be the first. Let me share something with you. As somebody who has held off more people at one time than they had ammunition to take out all of them, nobody wanted to be those first ones. Up there because nobody was trying to be the first because they understood the first few, yeah, we gonna get him. But who wants to be those first two? I tell you that there's no lesson I've learned in my life that I have forgotten as I became an advocate or a revolutionary. As a matter of fact, they have different meaning now. No lesson I have learned in my life have I forgotten because I became a revolutionary activist. None. I knew then. I knew then. Hmm. Hmm. Yep. This is trouble. But you shoot one, they believe you'll shoot another one, and they were right. Yeah, they were right. But at the end of the day, nobody wanted to be no. So when you talk to these people and you try to rationalize with them, you're only making yourself look foolish. I was going to say five. I got nine written off. So you understand? I had to show them that I was serious. Could have had. Let me tell you something. I could have been empty. I could have been empty after the first one. And I still realize it's a lesson learned. I realize could have been empty after the first one, but they still would have let me walk up out of there because they wouldn't have known I was empty. No, no, no. And that's what y'all don't understand. When I look at you all having these rational conversations, I be like, "Yep, you are not cut out to do what is ready because you want to be liked. You want to prove your intellect to people who don't value your intellect. I mean, you're listening to these people. You allow them back into the fold. Hell or hot water before my fold, I would. But you allow them back in the fold because they say, well, I was wrong. I didn't know any better. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me? I will be a good advocate for your side now. It don't matter. That doesn't atone for anything you did. That don't matter. You are out here a whole ass Trump supporter. Blacks for Trump. You were literally one of them. And some of y'all stupid asses will welcome them back in. Will welcome them back in. No, no, Chief Security, it's not. That's another cliche. I don't believe. I don't. No, it doesn't repeat itself because if it repeat itself, we could just sit back and wait for it to catch up. No, history resembles itself. History will resemble itself, but usually the bad guys have paid more attention to history than the so-called good guys because the bad guys have said, you know what, this worked, but the reason we didn't achieve our overall objective is because this doesn't work. We can't put this with this. This is great. I would like that, but that's a bridge too far. They get organized too quick behind that. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to take this part. We're going to tweak this and then we're going to present it like it's new and unused. And it is. It's a resemble because you're still at that moment where in order for it to repeat itself you would have to do the exact same things that the previous iteration did, but you wouldn't even get the exact same thing coming out because they didn't bring everything that didn't work. They only brought what worked, and you're still fight. Not you, Chief Security, but the so-called left, if y'all want to call yourself, you all are fighting against something they didn't bring. I find that the right does understand history way better than the left. The left acts like the left act like the idea of history being erased is the bigger problem instead of the idea that you should still be teaching history. Regardless of, oh, they're gonna erase history. Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you somebody who knows as much about history as I did at their age, and that's them because it is my responsibility to teach them and show them and listen to their grandmothers the conversation when she would talk to them about life and how we got to this point. Yes, and I did so under threat of I will take this video game and throw it out the nearest window when I'm driving down this highway. I want to be on a bridge when I throw it off. It amazes me. See, because people like to think children love you at that age. They don't love you, they just fear you, and you just make sure you use that fear in a way that leads to growth and development and not traumatization. Yeah, but some of y'all haven't figured it out, so I'm gonna leave that alone, but you continue to think that. But we will take it amazes me how we will blame the very enemy for why we're not educated or why his you're blaming the people that have no vested interest in your education for you not to be educated, or you blame them and then you take whatever they give you and believe it's the education that you need. And I'm like, Do you all think these things through while you're calling them stupid? Do you think these things through? I don't think you all do. I can't believe they want to take this out of school system. I can't believe you're not capable of putting it back into your home. How is it that my parents and my grandparents, without the access to resources that you all have by pulling your phone out your pocket, managed to educate me in a manner that they did? And you can't educate your children in the same manner. How is that? I went to public school for the first few years of my life in Mississippi. Mississippi, y'all know that state, the state you all always talking about. Yeah, that state. Everything y'all say about it is true. That state. And yet still I can run rings around anybody you put me up against intellectually when it comes to political theory, when it comes to geopolitical analysis, all that. Rings around them. The history of the movement, the history period. So doesn't your public school argument fall apart? What was different? What was different? What was different? I guess I didn't say anything for y'all to joke with because y'all is kind of quiet right now. Maybe I should talk about teeth and I can get some more goddamn interaction. But yeah, y'all because in the face of tragedy is one thing, but in the face of oppression, you all will laugh and joke you all the way right to the grave. I was in high school in the early 2000s, and my history books are written about the Republican Party. Did you miss the part where I was in high school in the 80s in a state called Mississippi? And I still, I don't care who wrote my history books. You can't prove, you can't look at history and talk to me about it. And I don't know. Like I said, the excuses you all make are excuses that you all are comfortable with. Because at the end of the day, my parents did it without a telephone that they could Google stuff with. And even on Google, people were like, oh, this. No, you can find accurate information on social media. You all just usually pass it. It's up to relatives to teach history even after they try to burn it. No one read Fahrenheit 451 or George Orwell's 1984. Nobody read the Prince. I know, and I hate to mention the Prince because people have such a misconception of what Machiavelli wrote because they get it from rap songs. But I always try to test people when they talk about the Prince and ask them did they read the Discord or do they know who wrote the Discord? And they'd be like, no. I say, yep, you don't know who Machiavelli is then, because Machiavelli wrote Discord. Even the 48 Laws of Power is a better read than some of the things you're reading. But anyway, that's what gets me. That's what gets me. That the material is still there, but you all won't acclimatize yourself to it. And you come up with always kind of excuse. I don't expect you to read War and Peace. Yeah, only my crazy ass was stupid enough to read War and Peace. I don't expect you to read War and Peace. I don't even expect you to know the dates and names off the top of your head. But I expect you to know the concepts of history as they relate to oppression. If you're going to set yourself up to be a, a stand against injustice, I need you to become familiar enough to know what that injustice looks like and what it's rooted in. I don't expect everybody to read Thomas Sowell. Hell, I don't even like Thomas Sowell, but I read him because it's the basis of the economic policies that they try to foster off on black people because they always throw up, well, Thomas Sowell, this black economist. And this is so funny because once you read Thomas Sowell, and he was a Rocky Raccoon, don't get me wrong, he was a Rocky Raccoon, but they don't even quote him right. They're not even quoting their own Lord and Master right, which is funny to me. And I usually take the opportunity to point it out to them, not because I care about their education. I just be laughing in their face. I be pulling a Reese and Olivia in the middle of their serious conversation. I just throw some laughs at them based upon the fact that your serious conversation is rooted in you not even know the material you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. But ad hominems, right? So what you're saying is people need to read more often. People need to acclimatize themselves with facts more often. Like I say, how many times and you if you don't know the facts, you don't know that the person you listen to doesn't know the facts. But how many times have you all been in one of these chat rooms or these panel discussions with this host that basically was counting on somebody else to straighten the misinformation? Let me tell you, I used to be that person that people would like to be, that the host will be hosting a panel and would hope that I show up to straighten the people who didn't know what they were talking about. And the host didn't know. See, on my panels, see, that's the thing. From astrophysics to zoology, I got you. I got you. I can do all that in my sleep. Revolutionary shit, geopolitics. What people be, and I told you, it's just funny to me when people send me videos of like a news report that they watched and they heard about it, and they'll send me your favorite white creators videos on a topic that's 3 or 4 days old, and be like, oh, okay, I got you, because you know I was not watching the press conference that this came from at the time it came from. And I wasn't watching that. And then your favorite creator has a take on it that I'll be like, and I don't think they were watching the press conference at all because that's not even what Donald Trump said exactly. And I tell you that when you lie or use false information against your enemy, an enemy in this day and age that will take you lying or using false information against them, and it's real easy to disprove that this you use to prove that you use false information, you only do yourself a discredit in your credibility because they're going to take that time that you were wrong and didn't fact check or did not do your due diligence, and they're going to parade it around and make you look like you don't know what you're talking about in other situations while they continue to do what they do. T probably heard it when it first came out with the right. Like I literally tell people, if you know me, and I always tell you, and I'm just numb to it now. I'm numb to it. I tell you all, share with me local stories. Don't share with me national news. Share with me local stories in your area that I didn't know. Don't share with me national news. Don't share with me, you don't have to share with me any take on anything to do with Donald Trump. You don't have to, no national news story do you have to tell me. None. Now, if you want to share with me some local news story, please feel free because then you're the expert. If I have any questions on it, I can ask you about what's going on in your local area. It's like Rain. Rain and I talk about things that go on in her state. Hope you didn't mind me putting you under the bus, Rain. Rain talks to me. I'll text her like we were talking about the congressman, the senator in North Iowa, because I keep up with this because it's in my general area. But she knows the ground game. It's just like when we were talking during the election, and they were talking about Kamala Harris is winning Iowa, and I was like, Rain, No, no. It just sounds good, but I said it. I was saying people like, oh, she gonna flip Iowa. I say, what Iowa you all talking about? What Iowa you all talking about? Do you want me to send you the conspiracy theories that MAGA's talking about? Yeah. Right. Well, Cam is the same way. Me and Cam were talking about Tony. Uh, yeah, if you know, you know. If you don't know who Tony is, Cam lives in Wisconsin. Let's see if you can figure out who Tony is. But we were talking up with Tony. And yeah, I got the I got the blueprint of Tony, and then Cam fills in the blanks for me on things I don't know because he's locally on the ground. The polls were wrong. Right. The poll, not only, listen, not only were the polls wrong, but we knew at the time, and I don't think the pollster had any bad intents. She just found that micro bubble that she should not have used. Any good pollster knows you get a cross section. And I think she found a bubble of people that were in a certain area or something that, and she ran with that. And no, that's not Iowa. Don't get me wrong. There are pockets of Iowa, like the pocket that flipped the Senate seat, state Senate seat. But in general, no, no. Oh man, that went fast. What happened? I got a lot of comments just now. Hold on. All right, M. Madison posed wrong. Tony is cool. He handed out candy on Halloween as well. Don't trust Cunning. I don't know if I trust on his candy. What did Wendy say? I missed what Wendy said, and I feel like so. Apparently, every Thursday morning at 7:30, there is a Bible study group at the state capitol. Oh my goodness, nothing like. Can't you they camp? You must be on the count. We're taking Everest. That Tony? Yes, that Tony. Yeah, that Tony. Oh shit, I miss what Wendy had to say too. Me too. I feel left out. My friend got banned from the study to the group. Yeah, text. See, I got a text. It's really says for me, just a portion of San Diego County is closer to the border. I don't know if that's a good thing yet, Reese. Yeah, what are they protesting? See, that's another thing. I I'd be wondering sometimes. It's like when I try to don't get me, and I have gone to protests thinking that people were doing out. I go to protests thinking that everybody's looking for trouble, like I do. I literally go to protests to I want to fight. Yeah, if I want to cause all the kind of trouble I want to. I go to protests thinking we're going to do more. I go to protest to protect the people who are walking around chanting. That's what I go to protest for. Yeah, I go to protest because I be like, I wish a motherfucker would. That's how I'm at protests because I know most people gonna run. So I was like, at least I can buy you some time to run because what most people call protests, I don't think of as protests. I think of as photo ops. Yeah, uh, yeah. Change it to two sentences in a spending bill to whatever if they want. Yeah, he talking about Tony. Talking about Tony. Um, yeah, I just I'm not impressed. There are a few protests that I'm actually impressed with. I'm gonna tell you protests I'm impressed with in the time that I've been. Stop all the stop line three protest all the stop line protests with the indigenous people I joined. They were the truth. They were true. I remember making videos when I was in Minnesota. going up to protest with them, and we out there and protesting. And I was like, this is what protest is supposed to look like. This is what you're supposed to do in the face of this. Um, Chicago, Chicago, when we shut down the highway, and we didn't shut it down. We didn't go and get permission. That's another thing. It doesn't work when you got to go when you go get permission to shut down a highway because it's just they're gonna reroute traffic around. No, you shut the highway down, and they have to deal with the traffic jam. That's a twofold thing because the police are not able to organize all their forces against you because they also have to deal with the traffic jam you've created. So, thinking. Um, what other ones? Oh, all the protests I went to in 2020 and 2021. Yeah, anytime they have to break out tear gas, I tell you, anytime they break out tear gas on me, I feel like, yes, we have accomplished something. Yes. And anytime the people show up to deal with tear gas, I feel like, yes, you came prepared. You didn't come out here just for a photo op. You came out here with your milk. You came out here with your towels to wrap around your face. And you came out here to be civilly disobedient. Yes. We shut a lot of shit down in Kenosha. Oh, yes. We shut down the busiest street in Madison, 2000 eyes. Right. Exactly. We shut stuff down, and now we telegraph our protests to the very people that can and let them prepare for them, and they're not even they're like parades now. Oh, we gonna shut this straight down for you so you can march through here and you can march through here unfeathered and you know no 8 minutes. 8 minutes GCPR. And we're going to start the weekend on y'all. East Wash was not usable for about 8 hours. See, I want to leave a protest and I think too much we become enamored with the idea of protest and we've forgotten what protests are actually supposed to be about. Uh, and I think we did. We didn't ask for permission, even when the gas does with pepper. Right. You don't. That's the whole point. That's why when John Lewis, and that's one thing people don't realize about Selma. I participated in a drive protest in Des Moines. We had all our University Avenue onto the right. Supposed to be defensive. Cam, that's it. Technically, it's 4 minutes till 11. Technically, yeah. Technically, it is the DJ's Saturday night, I mean Friday night, Saturday morning spin. So I might let him get on early. I might let him get on his time. 0 5 stars. Do not recommend taking a pepper ball to the face. I'm telling you, you have to be prepared. We missing the days where protests when the you captured pictures of children being bombarded with water hoses. My thing is when I see protests like that, they just make me want to. I feel like a protest should inspire you to take some kind of action. Shutting roads down makes people listen. Right. Shutting roads down makes people listen. Blocking businesses makes people listen. Riots are the voice of the unheard. Riots are the voice of the unheard. I love it when I hear white people say that. And on the Republican side, I'm like, yeah, yeah. When have you ever been unheard? When have white people in this country ever been unheard? Oh, the voice of the unheard. Sit down. Sit down before you can't hear. Yeah, sit down before you can't hear. I know this how I got to listen to. Like I say, I consider it a game when I be listening to you all letting MAGA users quote Dr. King and Malcolm X and all these other people. They be quoting Gandhi, and I be like, Yeah, you deserve to be hit in the face. And don't do it with your body. Do it with your vehicles because conservatives will try and hit you. Right. Nothing like seeing places boarded up because of protesters come. Nothing like seeing them boarded up because of protesters pass through. Check text. See, this is what I mean. All y'all got my middle of the show text. It be, am I supposed to read all this? Wait a minute. The U.S. has decided to cancel the student visa of Ling Yu, a Chinese grad student at ULCA. She's been supporting Hamas sympathizers on campus, which is a red flag. Interesting. I'll look into that when I get off. Yeah, I knew she was in trouble. I knew she was in trouble. I wasn't surprised. Use someone else's vehicle. Look, this is what you do. You go to somebody who had a MAGA sign in their yard. You take their vehicle and you use it. Some of these people that have had second, they have learned their lesson, right? And they supported Trump and got him elected, but since he's been elected in 11 days, they have learned their lesson, right? And so you take their vehicle. So I understand that. So since you're for the cause now, can we use your vehicle for the protest? And then you proceed to drive their vehicle through, or you put a brick or something on the accelerator, and you drive their vehicle into the police cars at the protest under MAGA uncle's name. Kim Reynolds ran over a protester in 220 and never got in trouble. Right, and the governor of and Greg Abbott pardoned the man who did the same thing in Texas. Pardoned him. Talked about they were in his way. I don't know. I don't get you all, right? That's why I be telling people, I don't get you all. You all will do some of the most unsafe stuff with something in your hand. If I'm going to be unsafe, what I'm going to have in my hand is going to make you regret your actions. See, all it took, all it took to stop them people from running through a protest in 2020 and 2021 was somebody opening fire on that vehicle when it tried to run over somebody. That's all it would have took. All it would have took. If somebody would have opened fire on just one or two of those vehicles and made national news, whatever you were trying to rush to get to, whatever you were going to use as your excuse about why you drove through some protesters, would have ended. Okay, DJ, listen up. Thank you for joining me on GCPR Network around the world. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. I am going to turn you all over to your Friday night jam. DJ is coming on, and I guess he has some things worked out for you all. I'm gonna stop monopolizing his time on Friday. I didn't realize I ran over. So see you all on Monday unless I take over the radio station this weekend. I might take it over this weekend. I don't know. If something comes up, you'll know I'm cutting into all programming. So you all have a great day and be safe. Be safe. All right. All right. I have cleared the radio station. It's just us now. Fuck. Whew. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck it. Now, that's all the fucks I meant to say earlier, and you can just put them into the conversation as you remember it. Yes, there it is. All right. Does someone have to die unjustly for us to have the 2020 mentality? Bigotry works against us. No. Right. That's what it's like. Donate to the swear jar. He forgot to log Don't get me wrong. I love the radio show. I love it. It's just I don't love the FCC's. Yeah, I don't. And I do. Trust me. I get by with a lot more than I get caught for. But it's just the idea. It's interesting when they do catch me. I be trying to time it. I be like, what day are we under? Because they don't tell you when your shows are under review, and they're not always. They're not all. They don't have that many people. And then even the shows that are under review, it's multiple shows under review at a time. They use AI to try to catch the swear words. But the thing with AI is that just like my talk to text AI does not understand me all the time. That's one of the advantages I have. I'm sure sometimes it's like it's not reading fuck, it's reading puck. Yeah, I'm sure because my AI on my phone does not get it either. At this point, just call the radio station T Nathan's T Nation Show. It is. It's the Thomas and T Nathan show, really, because Thomas has the morning with morning coffee, and he's a riot. I watch him some mornings, and then I get to close it out at the end of the day. And yeah, y'all know who I am. So it is what it is. Um, I I don't have a movie lined up because of the fact it's nothing really good out. I was looking and there's nothing good. I figured you were tired. Let's talk tomorrow. What do you work tomorrow? Do you work tomorrow, Chief of Security? Petra, I'm gonna give you a lap for that. All right, well, get some rest. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Plank my brain on movies that are already out. I don't mind. I like I say, I just didn't see anything that I wanted to watch. Or have y'all watched 65? Have you watched 65? Rogue One? Oh, bum, bum, bum. And I can watch, and it probably will be good, but there's nothing new out that I saw I wanted to watch. Um, I thought I wanted to watch Homestead till I saw what it was about. They got a piglet. I don't feel maybe because I don't really y'all go. I feel like for every one of my screens needs to be on something. I go from here. I go from here. I read stuff. I got something playing over here on both screens, and it's like maybe I could take a break, but it won't be tonight. It won't be tonight. Homestead, I don't know. It's by the same company that did the other Christian movie that was based in fantasy, uh, about kids being trafficked, and oh boy was supposed to be like the superhero to come save them, and he was lying all the time. She knows how much I love the beginning of the rebellion on Star Wars. I'm gonna tell you, if I did watch something, it'd be some blurred stuff because I was like, I wanted somebody to watch Dragon Prince with me, but I know y'all were like sleep. Yeah, I was watching Dragon Prince the other morning at like 2 o'clock. I watched it from 2 to 4:30. Yeah, they were the short episodes, but I just needed. Oh, don't come in here, Baragani. The news is you late. That's what the news is. Habari news. You late. That's what it is. And you better be late because you were out enjoying yourself and not because you were doing something else. You better be late with a purpose. There's a movie called The Princess from 2022 that's really good. The Princess, I'll have to look. Now, Olivia, sure. Late is late when I say it's late. It's not late when y'all say it's late. It's late when I listen. Even by your standards, Olivia, it's 11:08. I started at 10:09. He late. He late, Olivia. You can't even save him. You You can't even do this one. I know you pull off some lawyer stunts on me all the time, right? But you can't even. Um, yeah, the show is now in entertainment mode. Yeah, Olivia, you can't save him. It's my first time. Y'all hear this? Y'all hear this? My nephew is trying to gaslight me, y'all. Like I'm the late gaslighter. I am the gaslighter of late. And he's trying to gaslight the gaslighter of late. It don't work like that. That's some dirty work. I stole that from him. Yeah, I'm gonna incorporate it. It is mine now. But I stole dirty work from him. I mean, according to cookout time, he early. You know what, Penelope? You got a point, cause the cookout never starts on time. Even though people come, the cookout never truly gets going until Frankie Beverly and Maze start singing. Until you hear that Frankie Beverly and Maze record, the cookout has not started. Yeah. So tell you tell you something. And see, that's what you know. See, it's the difference between going to a function organized by white people and a function organized by any other ethnic group. Yeah, it's just totally different. Yeah, you all be like, uh, look, y'all be giving my bestie anxiety because he got to be on time. I never have any. Listen, you can say the cook, y'all having a something and it starts at 11 o'clock, right? Do you realize what I'm doing at 11 o'clock when I'm supposed to be there at a function that organized by you white people? You realize what I'm doing at 11 o'clock? I'm literally taking a shower. I had no intention of being there at 11 o'clock. You said 11 o'clock. I heard I can get my shower taken at 11. I will pick out my clothes and then I will change my outfit. And then I will leave the house at about 11:45 ish and I will get there about noon. Yep. But we're dealing with a sick kid. Do y'all discuss the plane crash in Pittsburgh night? Yes, we did. Yes, I did. Several dwellings were impacted by the claim. I like to say I don't have, but you know me, I don't deal in conjecture. I don't have an exact number for casualties, so I don't talk about casualties yet. Even looking at the video, and I could if I assumed one person was in every car I saw, I would come up with a number, but I won't put that number out there because it still wouldn't be right because I still don't know how many homes are going to be affected because the crash site from the Northeast Philadelphia airport to um, I know the name of the street, Cot um, Cotman Street and Roosevelt Boulevard. Yeah, the explosion sent debris everywhere. I have to force myself to be late to any plan by my bestie. I'm gonna get there when I get there if I show up. And that's another thing. Now, if I tell you I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna show up. I will show up. But if you tell me, well, we having this party, and I say, if I say I'll think about it, that literally means I'm not coming. If y'all want to have some vernacular lessons here, white people, so you can understand what we mean, if I say I'm gonna think about it or I'm not coming, I'm just not. If I say I'll be there, that doesn't mean I'll be there when it starts by your time. Because if it's a function, if it's like, if it's a function, now if it's something that only has a limited time period, like you say, hey, I got some friends coming over, I'd like you to come over, they're going to be in town for about 40 minutes, I would like for you to meet them. I'll show up on time-ish. I will still be about 5 minutes late, 5 or 10 minutes late. But I will, if it's a time period, but if you say, hey, we're going to have a little get together and it's going to start at 11 o'clock, and like, I guess it's going to last more than an hour, right? Because that's not a get together if it lasts an hour or less. That's just, some friends stop by, and I'm not doing that. But if you like, yeah, if I get there by 12 and it's over, it was never anything I needed to be at in the first place. So yeah, I'll get there. But if I say I'll think about it, I'm not coming. I'm not coming. If you don't cancel showing up for some reason, they're doing they don't have enough. Yeah, Coco. I knew you. I knew you missed my whole spill on it, but yeah, I talked about it. I even made a video on it. How? Yes, I know it was a densely. It's in Northeast Philly. It's. I know the name of the streets. I know the mall is the Roosevelt Mall. I know all that. I already give that information out. Yes, it's a densely populated area at a mall on 6 p.m. on a Friday night. Yep, got all of it. Maybe means no 95% of the time. Why are you giving them insight? Giving who insight? I want them to know. Because right now, yeah, it's not them. It's only a couple. And they hang out with the family. So I need them to know that when we say movie night starts at this time, that we're gonna probably talk for like 5 or 6 minutes past that time, right? I need people not to be asking me when the movie start. The movie starts when I started, damn it. MAGA is saying it was a missile. MAGA also, yeah, that reminds me. MAGA also was trying to make the female pilot in the Black Hawk trans. Yeah, MAGA was trying to make the female pilot in the on the flight crew trans. And then they were talking, like I said, they talking about DEI, and this girl on X put up the black flight attendant and was like, maybe she wasn't qualified enough to be in the pilot in the plane. And I'm like, she put a picture up that literally says attendant, and I was like, maybe you should not be putting up posts if you can't read. I'm like, this. You like scratching your head because they just do anything. DUI, yeah, DUI. DUI is how Pete has helped Pete Hex got his job. Yeah, and I know her name. Yeah, I realized that. I realized when got her name, I was like, she had nothing to do with the crash. She was just a victim. She just died. She just died. I still think I, and it's up to us to spread the true information, right? Because what's going to come out is that they're going to try to find a way. They're going to blame this on the janitor that was in the air traffic controller booth. Yeah, they're going to blame it on a janitor because he was black, Hispanic, or Mexican. They're going to blame it on them. Was it true that they only had one flight control worker when they usually have two? For being reported, not confirmed, that they had one air traffic controller handling both helicopter traffic from the military and flight traffic from um, the airport. But that's not. But the thing about it is, people don't realize air traffic controllers have been understaffed um, in this country. They've been understaffed, and it got to the point where that wasn't even an unusual occurrence. The airport manager was like, "It's not even an unusual occurrence to have one person doing both of those jobs." And in a way, in this instance, it should have helped because the instead of relying on two people to try to relay different information to both aircraft, one person could have said, "Hey, do you see that aircraft? An aircraft, do you see that?" But I still think it's a problem that it's like the helicopter was flying above its altitude. Yeah, they say they were around 3K shortly. Yeah, nationwide. Yeah, like I say, my father was an air traffic controller, so I know, I know that it's strange to listen to because I was going to make a video in response to Trump trying to blame this on DEI and saying it was an unsafe condition. And I started to make a video, but I didn't want to I didn't want to scare people in that way because it's hard not to give into it. But I wanted to make a video talking about, well, I guess we shouldn't be flying then. Because then he made the statement that this was a DEI problem. And then he made the statement, but it's still safe to fly. If you feel like this was a DEI problem and there are many of them in the system, as you say they are, then it's our air traffic, it's not safe to fly. It's not. So stop flying. Let's stop flying. If the aviation and airlines are not going to push back on Donald Trump, maybe we shouldn't fly. Made it home safe? Yeah. And you were in the Air Force. You all like planes, I guess. I was in the Air Force because I liked sending, I wanted to see something. I don't know. Military to me was no different than street organizations. It was no different. I was a leader in a street organization. I knew I would go into I knew I could lead people. Not, I knew I could lead people. And if you understand that, you understand. I knew it comes natural. It comes natural because I care about the people I lead. Even sometimes to the extent that they do something I know they shouldn't be doing, and instead of treating them like I would the enemy and throw them into an active volcano, I'll just give them a good lashing. But I still wish I wish they would stop doing that because I think sometimes they're playing with me because they be like, is he really going to be upset about this? And you have to throw one off a building, then try to catch them before they hit the ground. It gets kind of complicated. But tell you, but you get in the way of the mission of me fighting for my people. I don't care who you are. If you become a problem, I will dispatch you with extreme prejudice. Another reason I don't have a lot of people that like my delivery because when I say things like that, perception, well, what if I just misjudge something? No, that's not what I said. I anticipate misunderstandings. I anticipate those. Well, I can deal with misunderstanding. I'm tired of woeful trying. I'm tired of people who willfully get in the way of the movement for a joke. Yeah, there's a time and a place for it, but I'm tired of the woefulness. I'm tired of the woefulness in the face of some things. Yeah, is it at DI? It was the damn drones that were flying over New Jersey. Knew a lot of street people who thrived in the military. Yeah, yes, it was a Black Hawk. They have the bells and whistles. Actually, I like Chinooks better. I mean, I like gunships. See, that's another thing. I like gunships better. But I also believe that the night vision goggles play. It's like if you've ever seen. See, I've been in a lot of airports, and I've been in a lot of major cities. And one thing about DC, flying into DC at night is almost as bright as flying into DC in the daytime. Oh no, flying into DC at night is like flying into DC on an overcast day. That's how bright it is. It's still bright. And so I don't know, like I say, I'm going off I don't have any um we don't have any real data yet that the Black Hawk crew was wearing night vision goggles, but that just seems like a bad idea in that environment to me. And then it's a route that is flown many times. I don't feel like, and it was too early to be that dark with night vision goggles. And then if you've ever been in a helicopter, you realize that helicopters have blind spots already, and putting on night vision goggles makes bigger blind spots, but it also is the danger of the flashback. I noticed all the noise before the January 20th has gone away. Yeah, yeah, I want the 100. Yes, I do. I do. I love gunships. A gun, helicopter gunships and tanks. You can win a war with those by themselves. That would blind you. Do people not understand? I don't think people don't understand starlight vision, night vision. They don't. They don't. But and see, that's why I find it hard to follow that path because these were professionals. They had over 1,500 flight hours between two of individuals, right? That just doesn't seem like a mistake they would make. That's why I say I'm not confirming it. I mean, they brought it up, but that's wild. Unless they were testing out some new kind of night vision goggles that didn't multiply ambient light. Because for those of y'all who don't know, right quick, if you don't know, but, but night vision goggles that we standard have, they just amplify ambient light. But they do so, it doesn't correct it quick. And that's why you can blind them with a flashlight. It will address the flashlight, but not in a time limit. Think of them as shades that tinted shade. It's shades that tint automatically depending on light. What's up, Raina? Trust they are going to shit on this new plane incident because the patient was a Mexican child. Yeah, we talked about that earlier too. At the end of the day, that's because they don't know what medevac is. But they don't care what medevac is. Just like they don't care what DEI is. They don't care what they are. They will they will spin it to fit their narrative and they will run with it and then people will try to unspin it by thinking that telling them the truth matters. Yeah, stop wasting time. Do I need to make a video and tell you all to stop being nice and understanding with MAGA supporters, or is it just me who sees that? It's just me who sees everybody wants everybody to play nice with the people who are not playing nice with you that are literally trying. When has that ever worked? Has that worked with any of y'all? I'm just curious. Has it ever worked trying to talk to the person who is about to beat you up as a bully? Has it ever worked? Have you ever talked a bully out of anything? I'm just curious. I don't know. Anytime someone tried to bully me, I've resulted to physical violence. So I don't know how the talk thing works. But and being nice. So being nice to the people who are trying to unalive your friends, that works for y'all. That works. Petra, did I ever do that? Did I ever do that with when we were out? Did I ever did I ever try to talk our way? Well, did, did I ever try that? I don't. They say you get genocide. No, you smack their head. I Yeah. Look. I I don't. I can't stand them. I'm sick of content creators. Coco, I don't. You don't even have to finish that. That is the same way. I never liked it. I never liked it because I feel like if I have to tell you the same thing over and over again, but then I realized, like I say, I saw a content creator that I used to follow, and they were talking about they wanted opposition up in the box because they wanted numbers. And so I guess I associated wanting numbers with earnings. So basically, you're doing it for clicks and views for earnings. This is why I never can. I guess this is why I can't do fundraisers, right? Because I'm never going. I'm not going to do them that way. You get a better fun. You have a better chance of a fundraiser with Bella doing a striptease for y'all. Yeah, that means I have to put her something on. That is all they care about. It's the numbers. For those of you who deliver jobs, ICE is coming to Amazon. They showed up today at my job. We want only MAGA in the box. I unfollow and move on. Exactly. Exactly. If that is your goal, to just have people in a box for you to display your lack of intelligence with, then you go right ahead. We're not doing that here. All right, you all. Appreciate it. Like I say, we'll get back to movie night when the news cycle isn't so full of stuff that I have to catch up with and keep up with, because there are some things going on in Europe that I need to check out also. Of course, I have a friend, and plus I got to make a call. A friend of mine is supposed to that works for Doctors Without Borders, and they're supposed to be in the Sudan today. So I wanted to talk to them and see what's going on the ground, because I try to make sure I get information on the ground. And also today, well, in a couple of minutes, there's supposed to be more hostages released in Gaza, and I think two or three of them are supposed to be American citizens also. I pretend like I have a list to snitch with and waste 15 minutes of their time while digging through a backpack. Listen, I'm telling you all, if you really never, if you cannot understand this, then you're missing something. Hold on, we might have a movie night. Hold on, let me see. Can you put on a film tonight? Okay. Okay. There will be my nephew's at work and he wants something on, so I will put something on for him. Hold tight. See, this is what we get. Nephew's at work, so we're going to, cause y'all know me and family. All right. Man, how many screens I got open? Close you, close you. All right. Yeah, nephew. I will. I will put something on. I'm going now. It's gonna be. I'm gonna put something long on too because, like, do you want to watch a series or do you want me to pick something? Hold tight, y'all. Hold tight. We're gonna have movie night. The nephew. I forgot the nephew needs something to watch. Let's see what we're gonna come up with. Sci-fi cam. Yeah, we finna do a movie night. I'm finna look up a movie. I had somebody ask me one day, trying to be smart, what does finna mean? What does finna mean? I said, I guarantee you if I said I'm finna hit you in your mouth, you would know what finna mean. Yeah, trying to be funny. I was like, I guarantee you if I was finna hit you in the mouth, you would all of a sudden know what finna means. Hey, can we watch? Okay, I know what I want to watch. I know what I want to watch. And Rain, this is gonna be too long for you. But can you want to watch the movie called Presence? Hold on. I want to watch Jack Snyder's Justice League cut. That's what I wanted to watch. That's what I had pulled up. I told you I wanted to watch it the other day. But that's what I want to watch. 4 hours of Jack Snyder's Justice League cut. Let me see if I have sense. I have so what year did it come out to? What year did it what year did it come out, nephew? Because I'm gonna tell you which ones I have. I have a Presence that came out in 2022, a horror movie. Two young business partners are invited to a weekend long yachting voyage with a potential investor. 2024. I haven't got a 2024 one, and it's called. Is that a Marvel movie? Yeah, well, it's a DC movie. The one I want to watch is a DC movie. I'm looking for the one my nephew wants to watch. PRE. That's what. Yeah, PRESCNCE. Yeah, Presence. 2024. Hold on. Up. Now I gotta. Let me see. Dun, dun, dun. Let me go to Google. All right, here it is. Let me see what it looks like, and then I find it. 2024 horror psychological thriller, and is an American supernatural thriller drama with a Steven Soderbergh movie with written. This is the movie you were talking to me about. All right, I don't, I don't have it, and I know the bootlegger. I don't have it. I will have to. I'm gonna have to order it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to order it, and yeah, I have to order it in early. Can, New Venom. Can we watch a J? Can y'all watch a JLS with me? JSU. Can we watch Justice League? Will y'all watch Justice League with me? Yeah. We're gonna watch the new Venom. We're gonna watch the new. We're gonna watch the new Venom. Hold on. Hold on just a moment, Raina. Let me pull it up. We're gonna watch the new Venom since we don't have. I guess I will watch Justice League later. I'll get Cam. We're gonna watch. That's what you want to see, Raina? We're gonna watch Venom Last Dance. All right, got that pulled up. Yeah. Yes. Hold on. You wait to go to Twitch because I'm on Twitch live now. I just had to pull it up on the computer too. Hold on. Let me get Twitch ready. Yeah. Here. Go live. Hold on just a moment. Put some random letters in there. Yes, we're finna watch Venom, and then if y'all stay up with me, I'm gonna watch Justice League. Yes, Raina, it's your weekend, Raina. You get anything you want this weekend. All right. So I'm gonna log off here, and you get on the Twitch, the cartoon. No, Last Dance. That's what you're talking about, right, Raina? Venom, Last Dance. That's what you want to watch. That's what we're gonna watch. I'm gonna sign out here, and if you are going to, you're gonna meet me over on my Twitch stream, and we're gonna watch Venom, The Last Dance, the Justice League cartoon. Yeah, I like all of them. I'm telling grandmother. What you telling grandmother? Right. See you tomorrow. We'll do a earlier movie call tomorrow because it's gonna be 4 hours long. Do y'all think I could get away with playing? I'm gonna play Venom here. Do you think I could get away with playing? I can't. I gotta close this out because I know I can't play Venom on YouTube. But do you think I can get away with playing Judas and the Black Messiah on TikTok? I saw you when you first came in, nephew Jason. I said hello. Maybe. Always can try. Right. I don't care about losing an account. All right. I'm shutting this down. See you all in Twitch in exactly 60 seconds. Bye. I have played that on TikTok. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Dun, 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 dun. You're all I need to get by. To get by. You sure you